A big six off the six-hitter is the final over of the first 10 from Hyderabad, getting them to a reasonable position, wickets in hand, 71 on the board. Again, not much consequence in terms of where the match lies for the number of points, but enough to play for lots of the individuals. Abhishek Sharma, 43 of 31. Rahul Tripathi, once again looking good, once again efficient and busy, but not quite carrying on. 71 for 2 and 10 here on Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm joined by Harsha Bhogle. Harsha, can we really read much into 71 for 2, 8 wickets in hand, purely in terms of where they might finish up?
Yes, you can actually, because if you start to look upon it as a 155, 160 game, and you've got 70 of 10 with 8 wickets in hand. Let's just say out of those 8 wickets, 3 don't count, but you've still got 3 or 4 wickets in hand. Then you can get about 90 in the back 10 if you get a partnership. So if you're looking at about 160, then 70 for 2 is not such a bad side. They'll be kicking themselves. Rahul Tripathi will be kicking himself that he got out, but there's still got Puran to come, Shepherd to come, Washington Sundar to come. I think it's not bad. I think 150 is definitely on the cards if they keep their wickets in hand.
The big question is, yes, I was just going to say, if they keep their wickets in hand, if Livingston doesn't pluck something out of thin air, and he has.
Oh, the Comm Box curse. I mean, do people know how powerful we are?
Abhishek Sharma was looking the best of all the batsmen out there. Everything he was hitting was just looking like hitting the middle of the bat, going out of the stands or into the stands. And this time he just found an inspired Liam Livingstone, who didn't have a great over. He had been hit for 6 the previous over. And this time just says, no more sixes happening if I have my way.
Do you want to ask me that same thing again? Do we want to discuss where we started the Comm Box again?
But how often does it happen? I asked the question, and then the whole scenario changes because it's Abhishek Sharma, the efficient Abhishek Sharma, who's actually been going really hard. He's the one dismissed. So how much does that change the wicket? Because there's still Markram out there, Puran to come, Shepherd to come.
True. I mean, they still got the batting, but now they're suddenly thinking, okay, can we go now? Or do we just have to hold for a little while? And those 2-3 overs, that could be the difference. Because you don't want Romario Shepherd to be coming in the 12th over. You want to come in with a clear mind and say, go and Romario, hit the sixes that you know. I think of Romario, I still think goals. Go Romario, go hit the sixes that you want. So for that to happen, the next 3-4 overs, they've just got to rebuild and then finish strongly at the end. So this will probably cost them 8-10 runs.
Yeah, maybe not that much. What about the bowling? If we have a look at the bowling so far, Liam Livingstone has been used very consciously early on, 3 overs for 21. We know Arshdeep will bowl the couple of overs right at the end. Early wicket for Rabada, but Livingstone essentially has not been one of the 5 bowlers, Harsha. Today he's gone for 3 up front.
And he's just showing what a versatile player he is. If you've got a Livingston kind of bowler and he's giving you 3 overs 21, whatever the game, you take it. If it's a 150 game, he's going at just under par. If it's a 160 game, he's wow. If it's a 140 game, he's par. So 3 overs 21 from Livingston, you take any day.
Certainly would. Who's your key batter to take Hyderabad to the kind of score that we feel will be par or even above par?
Nicholas Puran. I mean, I have a lot of time for Aiden Markram, but I just like when Puran is on song. I just like that. I mean, Washington will come and do it, and who knows? Once Markram is set, he's a very powerful player. But I think they want to get to 155, 160. I think it's largely Puran.
Well, it's a Markram-Puran partnership.
No. I just looked up to see if a wicket had fallen.
No. It's a Markram-Puran partnership. If you cast your mind back to the time when they were getting wins on the trot, Hyderabad, these two were doing it together. So assuming they stay together, give me a number now. Very different from what our numbers might have been early on.
Okay, let me go back on the app. We're looking at 9 overs to go. 9 nines are 81 is 160. If these two stay together, 160. If they lose another wicket, 140.
We had predictions in various ranges, but we'll see. 140 is very much in it. So are the 150s and 160s. All we know is we're not thinking of a very, very high scoring game That's all we have on Cricbuzz Comm Box. We'll be back in about those 8.5 overs time to see exactly where they've gone. That's all we have here.
Cheers.